Oh no, I said I just thought it'd be fun.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's fun. It's always fun to fucking talk about the camming industry. It's so fucking. It's crazy. To me, it's just crazy.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, I've been doing it since 2018, so that's pretty cool.
What is that, 6 years?
Okay, it'll be 5 years, November 18th.
God damn, that's a long time.
November 26th, 2018. It'll be 5 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah. But it has its ups and downs, but it's definitely been fun.
Right. Yeah. Hey, I just seen like a half hour ago. I seen you're nominated for the XBiz Creator of the Year award.
Okay, right now pre-noms are open, but for the past 2 years I've been nominated for Best BBW Cam Model.
How how does that work? Like, what is that? Like for all the platforms and everything, or?
Yeah, so XBiz is like the industry news. So there's different awards in this. There's AVNs, which is like mostly for mainstream porn stars. Then they have like Urban X Awards and XBiz Awards. And Why Not Awards, that's another one as well. But XBiz is just to show love to like the content creators, social media stars, and like the sex work industry, cam models. You know, since we don't really get nominated for the AVNs.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
So this is equal to like AVN.
Mm-hmm.
AVN
So it's not
awards?
the biggest one you can get nominated as is like a cam model.
Yeah, yeah. Because I was looking at all the platforms you're on. You're on like a lot of platforms.
Well, yeah. So I'm trying to just I don't recommend people do that. I definitely don't get on just everything. But when I got in 5 years ago, I'm just like, I want to sign up for it all. Now I tell people focus on 2 to 3 platforms and really build on those.
Right. So would you say like you did? You signed up to, every platform you possibly can, and then what? You figured out over time like which ones work?
Hmm. Yeah. So, but Chatterbait will always be my baby because that's the first one that I started on.
So you're still on it.
Yeah, I'm still on Chatterbait.
Is that your favorite?
Well, yes and no. My favorite is
Uh-oh.
probably vids, just because you have to be live broadcasting as a cam persona, but on mini vids you can kind of just sell your clips and stuff. So essentially you can make money in your sleep and you don't have to actually be live.
Right, yeah. But so, which do you like doing better? Do you like making custom stuff or just being live?
Oh. Mm, I used to like being live, but now that I have like the YouTube channel and other things I've been venturing into, it definitely helps just being able to sell content. But I still do it all.
Right, yeah. Because I was looking at it, you're on. I seen you're on Sex Panther. Do you like that one? Because I hear a lot of things about it. Like it can be really, really good.
Yeah, Sex Panther could be very lucrative. Personally, phone sex operating is like something I like to have, during that time of the month because, I can still work and make my money. Or when I don't feel like being like super active, like putting on makeup and all that, I can take phone calls and texts and things. They were having a little bit of glitches a few months ago where the calls weren't coming through, but I think that's because they were really trying to push their app versus being on sexpanther.com. And now I would say the Text Panther app and the Sex Panther site, my phone calls still come through even if I'm not have it open on the screen. To have it open on the screen, but now it's back working and calls are coming through. Never had any issues with payouts or anything, but you do have to have certain qualifications to get on Sex Panther. However, I don't know what those are because when I signed up, you didn't have to have qualifications, but now you have to have some sort of following on Twitter or Instagram, Database, OnlyFans. You have to have a following somewhere and kind of be established.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. Because, there's so many platforms where you could just jump right in anyway. get your feet wet and everything.
For sure.
Yeah. So like, cause I saw your one video about doing, for slow, like when camming slow and everything.
Surviving those slow shifts. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that, cause like I see a lot of girls, like especially on ChatterBait, like they'll sit there and just like do nothing, you know.
Yeah, and it's like doing doesn't really attract people to come into your room, or they might click on you if you're pretty, but are they gonna stay if you're just sitting there or texting on your phone? Like I look at it kind of like I'm broadcast live for 3 hours, so about the 2 to 3 hours, so about the length of a good long movie. What's gonna keep them in your room the whole time? What's going to want to make them tip you? Do you seem exciting? Do you seem bored yourself? If you're boring, why would they want to stay?
Right. Yeah, you seem like you got a personality, so that probably it's not really too much of a problem for you, right? I mean, yeah.
You have to have a personality. That's what I tell my porn star friends, because some of them like, girl, I don't know how you do cam. It's a lot different than porn. You have to have a personality.
Right, yeah. That's, man, because it just seems so tough, because there's so many. Like last time I looked on ChatterBait, like there's like, I don't know how many people are on one page, but it's like 97 pages.
Oh, yes.
That's insane. And
what's gonna make them click on yours? And so yeah, it is oversaturated, but you can still make money from it. Be creative, have personality, be presentable.
So
don't get looking a hot mess.
Right. Yeah, because sometimes when I scroll through the front page, I see, like there's a lot of similarities, but then also there's just some that are outliers that are just like doing, just doing their own thing. So how do you like? Because like some of these people I see, like they got thousands of people in there. How do you manage like a lot of people? Like how do you manage a chat like that?
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna be honest. The one time I had like 1,500 people in the room, I had 2 other people on cam with me. I don't get that many people by myself. When I first started 5 years ago, I had about 200-300 people. Now it's kind of slowed down. So I would say I average about 100 people in the room.
That's still a lot of people, though.
Yeah, but honestly, it doesn't matter. You can have 30 people in your room, but if you have the right tippers, that really, really makes your stream go well. But yeah, it can be a lot.
So like, yeah, like what do you because I'm curious. This is like how, like what do you focus on in the chat? Like just to know, like there's 100 people in the room. What are you focusing on in the chat? Is it the tippers or?
Everyone, because I've turned grays into tippers. Like some girls just totally ignore grays, which I mean, there is no set rules to what you can do, but at the same time, I feel like I've turned grays into tippers, and I think I'm pretty good at doing that. I get on there and I talk. I greet people as they come in and who's having conversations with me and just go from there. Typically, somebody will want to take me private or tip me for something like, oh, Paislee, you're so cool. I'm like, okay, let's have some naughty fun then.
Right. So how do you manage your private messages?
So private messages, if they have a quick question, I definitely respond for free. If they wanted to have a private conversation, I encourage them to type in public chat because it keeps the flow of the room going. And if they insist on having a private conversation, I charge 350 tokens for about 10 minutes of my time chatting them.
Right. So if they're not tipping, you want to keep them in the, the regular chat.
Yeah, because, I mean, you want, even if some people aren't tipping, you want the flow of the room to go. You don't want to sit there bored. So at the end of the day, I feel like you should rather have people in there talking. So when other guys come in, they see you being engaging and things of that sort.
Right. Yeah, because I notice, like ChatterBait, for instance, like you see some of girls, like they're like completely on their phone, and I'm just assuming they're in private messages. So I always wonder, are they is it just like private messaging? You know, it's free, or are they getting tipped, or what? Because it's like they're ignoring the rest of the room, you know?
They could be doing several things. They could just be scrolling Instagram.
Yeah, true, true.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Some girls do stream for like 5 and 6 hours. So, I mean, we are human. You're going to pick up your phone. But the key is to pick it up quickly, or maybe stand up and, shake your ass or something while you send a few little text messages and put your phone back down and stay focused. I play my music from my phone sometimes, so I let them know, oh, I'm finding something for us to listen to on YouTube, just so they are aware of like what I'm doing. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just trying to pick out some cool music for us.
Are you allowed to play music on Chatterbait?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Ah.
But you can't watch movies. I don't know. I asked them, because I thought it would be cool to have a movie night. I saw some other girls do it, but I just wanted to make sure that was, not against the terms of service, and you're not supposed to like stream movies and stuff on there. But you can play your music because you're not selling the music. Y'all just vibing out to it.
Yeah. No, because I always find that weird, especially like how YouTube is. Like you could play a little clip and it could get clipped for copyright for the tiniest little thing. I was just wondering how Chatterbait does it, but I guess they just
not
don't.
eligible for monetization. So I try to not play music on YouTube. I mean, I did do a game night on YouTube where I played music, but I just turned my monetization off and just accepted the fact that I wouldn't get monetized because, I don't know, game night, we had to have some fun.
Right, yeah. Especially YouTube, you gotta try different things. So you're monetized on YouTube then?
Yes, I haven't received my first payout. I'm projecting it to come because they pay out on the 21st. I definitely feel like, and you have to have at least $100. So March 21st, I definitely will have my first check. But I got monetized back in December. And so I'm eligible to have like YouTube subscriptions and to be monetized and have ads on my videos as long as they're like over 8 minutes.
Yeah, because I was scrolling through your videos and I was seeing like it doesn't seem. I mean, are you getting any age restrictions or anything?
Mm-mm.
No. Yeah.
Okay, a couple of my videos, and it was due to titles, but I thought I would get more age restrictions considering I mostly do talk about sex work, but I don't get that. But I have friends that have YouTube channels and they're more like nylon feet ladies. Like, YouTube cracks down on them. They get a lot of age restriction.
Yeah. I wonder, because I'm curious how you're doing that. It looks like you're just, like, your wording and everything it just looks clean.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I try to keep it as clean as possible. And, like, okay, so the video you saw, I was smoking on it, but I've stopped smoking on YouTube. What else? I try to limit my cursing. Because you're not allowed to curse during, like, the first couple of minutes.
You heard that, too? How stupid is that? That's just stupid. Right?
Yeah. So, I really try. Sometimes I slip up because I can be a little vulgar sometimes. But I try to be mindful of that.
Right, yeah. I guess you have to. I refuse to. I refuse to bend to YouTube. I can't stand YouTube. YouTube has turned into complete garbage because now with this age restriction thing, like they're restricting everything, even in a comedic context is getting age restricted. It's just absurd. But I mean it's great what you're doing though, because like you're I guess you're like on that borderline maybe.
Yeah.
Because you use sexual words, like your wording. So, guys, I just find that interesting. Like you're not getting snagged for it.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe because it's more informative. I'm not telling people to do necessarily sexual acts, but more teaching them about platforms.
Yes. What category do you use when you put your videos on? What do you know? What category you're putting them in?
That's a good question. No, I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, because I wonder if that has something to do with it too. Because like if it's educational, because if you search YouTube, you could see, like all kinds of shit, girls getting waxed and, vagina inspections, like the weirdest shit.
I wonder how those are even up on YouTube. Like I've saw total nudity and I'm just like, in the world? I could never. They would ban my page with a quickness.
Yeah, and like breastfeeding videos, which are clearly, some of them are legit, but some of them are just to get those views. But I know they are in like the educational category, so I guess it's okay.
Good luck to their longevity.
Yeah, yeah, because that's why I'm curious if they're
I
just.
got more broken rules on my podcast channel. So I have Doobies to Dollars. And when I started interviewing, I was mostly interviewing like rappers in the beginning. But when I started with the porn stars, I kept getting all kinds of like flags and stuff for that. But surprisingly on my Paislee Haze channel, mm-mm.
Yeah, that's good. That's real good. So whatever you're doing, don't stop. You change it up just a little, and you'll get caught out there. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you can't have that. So how did you get into camming?
I was a manager at what? Do you know what Whataburger is? I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, I heard of it.
Okay. So yeah, out in Texas. I was a manager at Whataburger for 5 years. They fired me, which I feel like I manifested it because honestly, I was getting 3 weeks paid vacation. I was making $52,000 a year, full benefits, PTO, like just everything you expect out of a job, and the quality of life was just crappy. Because I had to work overnights and morning, like schedule was all over the place. They fired me November 10th, 2018, and honestly, I had no clue what I was gonna do, but I knew in my heart I did not want to go work a typical job. But I have bills to pay. I'm a mother. I have things that I want, and I'm like, okay, well, what am I gonna do? So for a few weeks, I was doing DoorDash, and I had to sell plasma. I don't know if you're familiar with
I
how like selling plasma works, but I was like, I gotta make ends meet, and I looked up. I knew I wanted to do something sexual, and I was like, well, how do you do stuff on Pornhub? Like, how would you do this? And I'm like, no, that's not really for me. And I came across. I want to shout her out. Noah Benzi's Secret Life of a Cam Girl on YouTube. Oh, my biggest inspiration when I first got started. Um, she's still in the industry, still doing her thing. I think she has me beat by about 4 years. And man, I learned so much from her. I'm like, Camming, oh my gosh. Like, I can get on here, I can be myself, I can be sexy, we can have fun, and I can make money from doing it. She had me sold. So I binge watched her videos over 2 or 3 times, taking notes, and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. So
And that was it. Like once you started, you just didn't stop.
I didn't stop. I mean, in the beginning, I was still doing DoorDash because obviously I needed money and stuff until I made sure I could make money from this. But so that was November 2018. By about March 2019, I no longer needed to do DoorDash.
Holy shit.
I just like to be very, very transparent. It's not like you come in and get super rich in the beginning. It's work, consistency, holding yourself accountable,
Right.
being determined and focused.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's that. I've never talked to anyone that said it's like, just, oh yeah, this ain't nothing, like it's, especially the ones that are successful, like you guys are just fucking, you're busting your ass, and you're not just doing, adult oriented comment, like, or content, like you said, you're doing your YouTube, you do a few podcasts, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I have
You,
Doobies to Dollars. It's Doobies to Dollars is kind of on pause at the moment because I did start that YouTube channel first, but I think I'm like at 748 followers. But Paislee Haze channel just took off over the podcast, and I had some pretty nice names on there. I even interviewed Crip Mac. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
no.
It was his whole character, but he did like the Adam 22 podcast and a couple
Hmm.
podcasts. where they all hit like over 1 million views. And I was the first female to interview him. But anyways, I had my podcast, and one thing I noticed is I'm better by myself than I am as Paislee Haze, the interviewer. I think people like to see my personality over me interviewing other people. And I have porn stars, rappers, athletes, and it's just Paislee Haze channel just took off.
Yeah. Was it a few certain videos, one certain video, like, you know, like what was getting in the algorithm?
My consistency, I was posting a video every day.
Okay.
Yeah, for like a year straight.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
That's dedication.
So people, okay, everybody has different ways how they run their channel. Some people only want to post once a week or a couple times a week and really promote their videos and really just push those videos to get the views. But I had a feeling like I wasn't just going to get, I don't want to speak that into existence, but I kind of felt like I wasn't just going to have that one video that just went viral and now everyone's here on my channel. But I knew that with consistency and just posting every day that it would come and I would find my YouTube tribe.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's all like YouTube. Like I said, I hate YouTube because it's so, especially now. But yeah, I mean, consistency. I mean, there's different. I guess there's like different ways, and sometimes you just get lucky with a video that just gets into the algorithm, and you have no idea why. That's the worst, I think, because then, you know, you have no idea why. And but do you use tags and everything, or do you just?
No, that's what people get on me for. So I was using tags a little bit, but then this is what I wanted with my YouTube channel. I just wanted organic growth. I didn't want to do too much. I didn't really promote my YouTube channel. Now I do. But up until maybe like 8 months ago, I wasn't really promoting it. I wanted to be like, well, can Paislee Haze just get organic followers? Like, is this gonna work for me? So some videos have tags, but most of them don't.
Yeah.
I was just literally being consistent with my posting and trying to keep my subscribers interested in really posting that I know that they would want.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because I really don't think tags really don't seem to matter. Because I love, because I used TubeBuddy, because I like the analytical side of everything, and I like looking at, like, you know, whatever, any video I'm looking at, like looking at, are they using tags, are they not? And it seems like some, like for videos that are, you know, popular or whatever, it seems some use tags and others don't use any tags at all, but yet they're still in the algorithm. And I think it's because people are watching your shit all the way through, you know?
Mm. And good titles, because you can get the keywords that they type in from titles. I know, like, my keywords, and I need to see what they are now, but they were like PSO and night flirt, Cam Girl advice, those sorts of things. So by putting like mini vids or chatterbait or advice on camming or how to make money, that was a big one for a while. A lot of people are looking that up. Sorry, I guess it's my neighbor's dog. But I think those help, just having those certain keywords in the
title. Yeah. I think that's the biggest part, it seems like, especially like your channel is a perfect example of how that works. Now with your podcast, you put them out on all the podcasting platforms and whatnot?
My podcast I just have on YouTube right now as well. I want to get on Spotify. It's like, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to manage this and be like a one-man band. It's hard.
Yeah, I know.
I'd love to get it on Anchor and Spotify and...
Well, yeah, because like this podcast, it's popular on Spotify. Well, Apple Music too, but Spotify is the number one. You know, it's number 3 in the sexuality or whatever that is. But
oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I didn't, cause real quick, I wanted to do this because I love the fucking funny ass story, the creeps and the fucking weird shit they ask you. Like, I'm all into that, but girls were into the, like you guys giving advice and everything and talking about the life and everything. So that's why I'm sticking with that. But if you just because it's super easy. You just put it on, you do your podcast on Anchor, and then it automatically goes out to everything else. So you don't have to put, it's, of course it's work, but you just put it on Anchor and it goes out.
See, and that's why I know they've been telling me to get on Anchor. I just when I get back to really going hard with my podcast, I'm probably gonna do Anchor.
Yeah, because I mean it's just real easy. But then I see, like, that's what I should do is just just forget about everything else and do just do the podcast, throw it on Anchor, the end. But I like doing everything. I like putting it everywhere and seeing what hits and like because it's it's doing pretty well on X videos.
Oh, you're on X videos?
Yeah. I had to. Because I was talking to him and everything, and it was doing really well. But then I put, they don't want you to have any kind of promotion of any other websites, and I didn't know that, so I had to take everything down and re-edit all the videos and re-upload them. But I mean, it's okay, but it was just a lot of work. But yeah, I mean, X videos, because then X videos has a network or something which puts it out to other sites and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because it's X videos, and then they have because you have to change the title for the partner networks, they call them. I don't even know what the partner networks are, but whatever, it goes out to wherever.
I didn't even think to put a podcast on there. I know all my adult star friends, they're there.
Yeah, I don't know, because for me, I'm just trying different things, seeing where, because I guess, because I'm trying to get out, because the only audience really for this is cam girls. So I'm trying, wherever it can go, because have you noticed on porn site, do you find your stuff, whether it's your Chatterbait live streams or anything, do you find your stuff popping up on random websites?
Okay, so when that happens, there's companies like Branded Scan, which I would say was number one in my opinion, to get all that content taken down, all your leaked stuff. So they'll go through it and find all the places where it's not you posting it, and they'll take it down. So there's companies like that. I guess that happens. I'll Google my name sometimes and just kind of see, but not really. Most of it's just directed back to me where, they would find me anyways. They're gonna come find Paislee.
Right, yeah. I was just, because I was searching for stuff, and just these weird, crazy websites, it's whatever, just random letters online, these weird dots and everything, but it's my content.
Well, Brandon could take it all down for you.
Yeah, no, I personally don't mind, because I think it's good, but it was just weird, these websites, because if you go to the website, they're not even websites. They just have random stuff.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, I gotta Google that, because I'm so curious what the hell all that's about, how that happens, because it's not just adult stuff either. It's just random stuff, just random videos.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah, because I do a different this comedy thing, adult comedy or whatever, and all those videos are getting on these websites and stuff, and it's just weird. It's just weird how it all just works. That's why I like branding. I like branding my shit, so that way, if they get on those websites, they can go to wherever, Where do you point? What's your number one? Do you have a number one place? Is it your YouTube? Is it your Instagram? Is it?
If we're talking about what personal preferences, would be my YouTube, but I mean, considering I'm not really making money from it yet. Well, through consultations. I have made a lot of money through consultations. just teaching girls like how to do phone sex and stuff like that. But where I make the most money would be Chatterbait and mini vids.
Yeah, many vids is just your custom content, right?
So you can do customs, you can post your clips there, you can sell video chats, you can sell your like panties and socks and old dirty sneakers. You can sell sexting, you can sell your phone number, and you can sell custom. Oh, I think we said customs.
Yeah, yeah. So do you sell panties and shit?
Honestly, I've sold panties before, but I've never sold a pair off mini vids.
Yeah, yeah. There's a bunch of websites that you could just sell all kinds of shit.
They love it. So I offer mine in 5 different flavors. I try to make it unique. So they get 5 different scents: backdoor, golden nectar, cum scent, everyday wear, which is at least 3 days, and gem, like sweaty gem scent. Um, and so they can pick 1 or 2 and then pay more if they want like additional, but I just recommend they get another pair. And I send a cute little note with it talking about like when I got the panties, what happened, the whole process and all that, and just kind of make it special for them.
Yo, that is special. They get the they get the whole like backstory to them and everything. That's awesome, man.
I think it's cool to do things like that, and like you want to sell me, like it's such an honor.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, you give them the backstory to it and everything. Like, yeah, because I guess it all is a fantasy. You gotta sniff that shit, yeah, like thinking about you at the gym or whatever they do. I don't know.
I love it. They sniff it, put it on their mouth.
Put it on their face. Do any of the guys ever like send you pictures of them? Like, no.
Yes, they love it. But I like the panty guys. They're fun.
Yeah, it's cool. I just, do they ever like you ever get any pictures of them like wearing them and shit or?
What face or like stroking with it?
Oh shit.
Yeah, get Paisley scent all over.
Oh, and those tiers that you were saying, like you got the what is it, golden?
Oh,
Got...
so they can pick like what kind of fragrance they would want. So golden nectar, which we all know what that is. Backdoor scent, we know what that is.
Yeah, did you come like? Is that like are those like they're yours or are they just
with that? Yes, because I make one. I see girls selling theirs for like $40, and I'm just like, I don't want to sell my panties for $40. Like the work that it takes to doing this, and then you have to go ship it, and that's like no, because I do everything for my house. So if I'm gonna leave, I need to do more. So I wanted to sell them at least for like 1 for 75 or 2 for 100 type of deal. And I wanted to be creative, like what's going to make it stand out. So when a guy asks, do you sell panties? Well, then I tell them that and they're like, wow, like you really take this serious. Yeah, I'm about my business.
Right. Yeah, but this has definitely got to be like supplemental to anything because of the time you got to put into them. Like you got to wear them. Like of course you could do other things, but that is, I mean, it's time consuming to make them, right? Mm-hmm. And you got to buy them. Like you just, right?
Yeah.
So wait, what kind do you get? Like what? Because
I recommend cotton. Like I recommend a good cotton panty. Like if the guys want G-strings or whatever, I always try to get them to get like a cotton panty because the scent just will hold better with cotton. I found it than the little G-strings and stuff.
Yeah. Like are they cheap? Like because you got
yeah, I don't buy expensive underwear when I'm doing this.
Yeah, because that it cuts into bottom line.
Like they have like little stores like Ross or wherever where you can get a pack of panties, like I don't know, 3-pack for $5 or something. But if you're turning around and selling each one of those for $75 or $100, what's $5 for 3?
Right, yeah. I don't know the prices on girly panties. I don't even know the price on guy fucking. I wear tighty whities and shit. But I haven't bought tighty whities. I don't know how many years.
You better sell them.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I wonder if I could. I'll sell mine.
Hell yeah. With some
Yeah,
little stains on there.
yeah. I got little pee stains. You know, because I don't, fucking shake, and it's just just little dribbles and shit.
They'll like it.
Oh shit, I might. This is yeah. I never do guys. Yeah, I never heard that. Do you know if like guys? You ever see guys selling shit like
A
that?
couple of my male porn star friends, they don't they don't really sell like the women, but they sell like outfits they've worn in scenes with like popular girls, in the scene, and they have the piece of clothing, the boxers that he had on or the robe that he had on, and it's like, oh, you work with this girl, and it was in that scene. They can watch the scene, they can have the put it on, feel like they're the man, or whatever the case is. So yeah, I definitely think there's a market out there for guys. I just think it's a little bit different than girls, unless you're doing like male solo content and you target like the more, maybe like the gay audience for
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Because clearly guys are sickos, and only because girls don't sniff panties, right? That's just a guy thing.
Girls. Well, I don't know. Girls that like girls and want to smell their scent, maybe.
Maybe they're more. I don't know what you would say, like discreet about it.
We don't have, if we wanted it, I feel like we don't have to pay for it. We could just ask the girl to do it ourselves.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, because I don't know, like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know anyone that outright, like, says they sniff panties or socks or anything, but yeah, I guess that'd be weird to, like, ask your girlfriend to, hey, can I sniff your panties and shit?
I feel like I'm gonna go do a trial mask on my porn star. Like, do you mind if I smell your panties? I'm just get the reaction. They were like, sure, Paisley, whatever.
Oh, God, fucking, yeah, yeah, that's,
I just love adult workers. They're so fun.
yeah, you guys are all fucking. You guys are like I'm most amazed by you guys with like how much you want to help each other. Like you're all about helping each other and shit. Like
Yeah. At least the people that I associate with. Now, if some people are just straight up bitches.
oh, definitely. I just mean like the majority, like that I've interacted with. The majority is all about like you guys are like you're all nice and kind and just looking to help each other out and.
Because it's like, this is kind of like the oldest profession, but then it's still looked down by like in vanilla civilian world. So I feel like we gotta stick together. That's why I'm all about like this whole sex work umbrella. You got the escorts, the strippers, phone sex, the cam, the porn, all content creators, all of us. I feel like we're just, it's a lot of us, but we're small in comparison to the world. So I feel like we're a family. We gotta stick together. We
Yeah.
gotta. Just because you choose to do a different type of sex work doesn't mean like we need to look at each other like cousins,
Right. Yeah. And it's not like you're taking away from each other's fucking. Like. You're stealing customers and shit.
Yeah. And I feel like there's no such thing as stealing customers because, yeah, I may have a guy that wants to send me all these tokens for 3 weeks straight, but the moment he gets tired of me and I can tell, like, maybe he doesn't want to do privates with me anymore, I really do my best to try to recommend my friends because I'd rather him go spend the money with my friends than somebody else.
Right.
So I definitely pass along, or the guys, I get a lot of guys asking me, do I escort? Well, no, I don't escort, but I have tons of escort friends. I go to them. Let me recommend some to you. So sharing is caring.
Yeah, exactly. That's yeah. I mean, that's a great attitude because like the ones I've seen that that aren't into like that are just like lone wolves. They don't want to deal with any other girls or anything. Like they don't seem to be successful.
Mm.
I think it's an attitude thing. So would you ever do no? Where do people like advertise for escort? Is that even, can you even say like where do you find them?
Trist, Arrows, Mega Personals, List Crawlers. They have their own like sites and stuff where they can place their ads. I would say Trist would probably be the main one where I see some like my escort friends. That's like the in thousands making that money. I see them on Trist. And then some of the like, never mind. I don't want to offend some of my friends, but yeah, they have all kinds of sites for different.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I guess I could have easily Googled that, but never occurred to me.
It's just because in this industry that I don't get offended when people ask me. It's just I don't do those things, but I do. I don't really have many cam girlfriends, but I have a lot of escort friends and a lot of porn star friends. So pretty much my porn star friends do escorting.
Right, yeah. Might as well. It's like in the same realm. It's not
Mm-hmm.
like camming. Camming is like, I don't know, like, I mean, it's all in the same realm, I guess, but
Yeah.
very different.
Yeah, so you're already out there. Do your fan meets and make your money. Keep it pushing.
Yeah, shit. So do you, like, do you have a boyfriend or girlfriend or anything like that? You ever have any trouble in that, like, like you doing camming and them not liking it or anything like that?
Yes, I was in a relationship for 8 years, and no, he was very supportive. I didn't have. It wasn't. What I did wasn't an issue because it was sex work. It was not an issue at all. Like I said, I got fired from my job, and that was in the middle of the relationship. So, yeah.
Wow, that's nice. Because I mean, that could like,
Don't find many supportive like partners because I've had girlfriends that are on their way up in like the porn industry. The moment they get a boyfriend, their boyfriend says, you can't work with other guys, only me. It fucks their career up.
right, yeah,
So if you're gonna be in this, just know you need to have a supportive partner or date someone in the industry.
right, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's tough. I mean, for both sides, I mean, that's just a tough, it's tough. I mean, what are you going to do, It's how fucking the human brain works and everything, but...
And they have to know this is work. Like, we don't want these guys. We just want their money. We're bringing it back home to you. Like, come on.
Yeah, I was thinking because someone was having that issue, and I was thinking about it, and like, yeah, like you have to, because guys and girls are so different. Like, I think guys get, more jealous in that sense because of how we think. You know what I mean? Like you, of course, like it's just work. That's all it is, and like there's no other thought than that. But guys don't understand that. It's just not in our DNA or whatever.
Yeah. It takes the right guy to definitely understand something like that.
Yeah, yeah, because I don't know how. I don't know. I just like for me, I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't know how I would react if my wife wanted to do that. Because I don't know. It just doesn't. I don't know. I don't know.
If your wife
Yes.
wanted to do camming or if she wants to do porn.
Porn. No, yeah, porn. I don't know because that's because other dicky dudes are involved, and I don't like that. It's like a three-way with two guys. Like I can't. There's two balls in the room. I can't.
When's your birthday?
February 16th.
Okay. Just like to know people's signs.
Yeah, the day before Michael Jordan's birthday. That's all I know.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh, so that's Aquarius. What are you?
I'm a Sagittarius. I'm born December 18th.
Oh.
18th, 89.
Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know all that stuff. I can't. I think I just figured out I was Aquarius like just a few years ago. I never knew.
Yeah. I mean, it's not everybody's thing. I just am curious.
Do you like what like are you into that stuff?
Yeah, I'm really into astrology. It's my thing, and I think I attract YouTubers that are into that because they were telling me like my birth chart and all that kind of stuff. I just know the basics of it because it's just interesting to me. I don't feel like it adds up for everybody. It's not for everybody, but just like I respect everyone's like religions or their spiritual beliefs. But just because you believe something, that doesn't mean it's wrong for you. But that doesn't mean it works for me either.
Right. Yeah. 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 Because I've heard like certain things from like that. I don't like hearing something that sounds true. Because then then I start thinking like, oh shit, maybe there's something to it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want any of that because then it just
Don't get me on watching like the conspiracy theories because I'll be all into that kind of stuff. Feel like, ooh, is that true? Mm.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Just like that with conspiracy theories too.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's too much to think about, you know. Because you start thinking about shit and fucking, you know, because I was watching fucking, about space and everything. And then I started, like, oh my God, this is horrible. But, like, nothing's going to happen for millions of years. But it still makes me anxious and shit, you know?
Oh yeah, with the space and then what could potentially be up there and parallel universes and sorry.
Ah, that's all right. Oh, shit.
It's
Yeah,
all really interesting.
yeah. It's all crazy, man. What would you say is the toughest part of camming? Like, the absolute number one toughest part for you?
Those slow days.
This
I'll I'll be on. You know what sucks is the days that I'm like, we're good.
Yeah, go ahead. It's my fucking camera. It's a piece of shit.
The days that I'm like, okay, Paisley, put on this makeup, look extra sexy, feel pumped up to get to work, and then you're on there for like 3 hours and made $10. Because those days exist. Like you will be busting your ass and you'll be on for hours and make like 300 tokens. And then it's some days I'm just like, oh, I don't want to get on. Let me just do this. I'll put on barely any makeup and then rolling. The fact that it's a hit or miss, I think, is the hardest part.
Are you at the point though that like that's what it is, and it's just a slow day, no big deal?
So I'll take a couple hours off, regroup, and get back on.
Right. Yeah.
Because I know, like, I just believe in like manifesting and like if I speak this into existence, it's gonna happen. So okay, Paisley, it's slow. Like you got your makeup done, you're good. Like just go take a break, go watch some Trailer Park Boys. I love Trailer Park Boys. I'll take a break, watch some Netflix, and then get back on. Because you do get discouraged. You're like, oh, why is no one coming to my room? Why are they not tipping me? I'm trying. I'm trying so hard. Why aren't they tipping? But just keep it pushing. You have to be consistent. So, okay, morning suck, get on in the evening.
And what keeps you motivated though? Is
The
it
fact that I don't want to work a job. Like, that strongly keeps me motivated. The fact that my family's like, oh, don't you think you should go work a job? Don't you think? Nope. Like, this is what I want to do. This is how I'm going to make my money, and I'm going to make it happen. So that's what keeps me motivated. I don't want to be struggling. I don't want to have to go back and have to find a part-time job or even have to go, like, do DoorDash or sell plasma again. And so I just hustle my ass off. I do find it, I don't like the question on what hours are best to work, but if I had to recommend anything, it would be overnights. For me, like on the slowest day of the week, it's always Tuesdays, but I know if I work overnight, something's gonna shake. So
right?
yeah, but yeah, you have to be consistent in this inconsistent world.
Sure. Yeah. Because like with that though, like if you because like when do you think there's a time when someone should just stop? Like I'm just thinking like like if you're on cam every night and you're just not getting fucking tipped, but like is that also what keeps you going? Is like you're gonna have that next night where it's gonna shit's gonna happen.
And then like I have regular guys that do video chats with me. So I know, like, okay, this guy, he's going to come to me like 3 times this week. This other one, I got my once a week guys. Like, I know they're there. But if someone starts camming and they're on here for 6 months and then they're not making money, they need to reevaluate why they're not making money. Consider reaching out to other people in the industry. What's up, Floovers? My little doggy. And see what they're doing wrong. Because I feel like if you've been on here for 6 months, what are you doing wrong? Why aren't you making money? I feel like no matter what color you are, no matter what size or shape you are, like you can make money on cam. So why aren't you making money? If you're on there every night, what are you doing Do you not have your tip menu set up right? Do you not know how to engage with your fans? Like, where's the disconnect? What are you doing wrong, and how can you do better?
And the best people to ask is other cam girls, right?
Yeah. Spend a couple hours and just go watch other girls' cams. See what they're doing. Go to the top girls. Go to girls that maybe have around your following. See what they're doing, what they're wearing, what they have on their tip menu, what their prices are. You know,
Right.
figure out what you know.
Yeah, and one thing I know that I just figured out myself with it doesn't matter the quality camera. I mean, in some cases, I'm sure, but a lot of it, like, because I'll see like some girls on Chatterbait with like, they're in 540p, and they got hundreds of people in there. I'm like,
Really?
yeah, it's fucking weird. Well, because I like to go deep into Chatterbait and like deep into the pages and shit, or deep into like certain keywords and shit, just to see what's going on. Because I want to find the weird stuff, but there's not much weird stuff anymore.
I mean, there's still the guys that like to drink their pee and, weird things like that.
Why? See, maybe I just suck at finding them, but I don't find any of that. Like, that's disappointing. I'm gonna have to fucking look. Are there certain keywords? Like, what keywords do you use?
Cuck. Cuck, JOI for jerk off instructions, CEI for comedian instructions, roleplay, I love roleplaying, squirts, big ass, big tits. When I was wearing my blonde wig, I had blonde, now I have natural, glasses, BBW, dance, twerk. When I was doing taboo stuff, I had taboo in there, gooner, edging, MILF,
Wow.
Now I do use hashtags with Cammy. That definitely helps.
Oh, all right. Is it better like for you? Like, do you find
femdom, sissy, humiliation, ignore.
So do you use all those tags in like one session, or do you like change it up, or?
I don't change them up. I put as many as Chatterbait allows me to have, but all things that I do, because I do a lot of different things. And I'm pretty open-minded, so I try to let them know that I do a lot of different things. But some girls are more just into the femdom route and being dom. Some girls are just more submissive. Do what you're comfortable with. Don't compromise your boundaries. But I mean, I'm pretty open.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, and don't fake hashtags. I hate when people do that. That's my fucking pet peeve.
Oh, don't fake hashtags. No, you're not gonna get the right people. They're gonna come in and leave. They're not gonna tip you.
Yes. Why? Oh man. Sometimes I feel like going into a chat room and being like, "Hey, get off of this tag." Because like it's so pointless. It takes away from other cammers. You know what I mean? Because they're in that spot, wherever that spot may be. But it's like, and nobody's looking. If you're looking for BBW and it's some skinny bitch with fucking A cups, fuck are you doing in here? Get out of here.
And me personally, because I'm ethnically ambiguous, I stay away from like the race tags. So, I mean, if you're clearly Latina or you're clearly ebony or you're clearly Asian or whatever, yeah, put that. But if you're like me and they can't tell what you are, then I just stay away from the race tags. And I don't do race play or things of that sort, but I don't judge either.
Age play?
No age play. Now, on the phone lines, I used to feel like I was forced to do age play, but like I said, I'm here to tell people don't compromise your boundaries.
Yeah, that's definitely important, especially for your mental well-being.
Mm-hmm. Or like the daddy-daughter, mommy-son, auntie-nephew, things of that. Like, I used to do all of that, but I just don't feel comfortable with it, and I'm just like, I have to do it.
In the beginning, did you fall into that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And
I almost feel forced to do it.
Right. And at some point, like what was it? Like you just realized, like, what the fuck? I don't have to do it.
Yeah. What made me stop, honestly, and we don't even have to go deep onto this because I don't really want to talk about it, but a lot of people that I know have been sexually abused, and I don't want to make it like it's just acting or it's normal, you know.
Right.
I don't, if girls want to do that, I don't judge them. I don't. They can do what they want, but I just personally don't want to.
Yeah, and that's the great thing about, just having so many different cam girls, because there's so many that are, not just looking different, but like doing different stuff, and like, and that's why nobody should be afraid to, like, especially like collaborating and working together. For there's nothing but benefits. There's no negative. Is there anything negative to, like, not just collaborating, but just like talking to other cam girls, and anything negative?
I mean, if they're bitches,
Well,
yeah,
if they're, if they're,
girl kind of thing, but I don't think it's nothing negative. I think I try to find people that it's some mutual benefit. Like, if you can get benefit off me, what can I get off you? What information can we exchange? We can always learn something from one another. That's why still to this day, like, I'll still go back and watch YouTube videos on other cam girls or, adult workers, because even if it's a 30-minute video and I gain one piece of information, I find some value in it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love learning. I don't
Go
think,
back and apply it to your own spicy business.
yeah. Especially, you might just find something else that's, you never knew or whatever. Because, information is key. That's what everyone should fucking remember. Get as
I don't
much.
think a lot of people do their research. They just jump into it. So those girls, like we gave the example earlier, if they're on here for 6 months and they're not making money, they probably didn't do a lick of research.
Right. Yeah, learn as much as you possibly can. And that's for everything, right? I mean, you can't have enough information. You just can't.
Yeah.
There's,
I'm learning something new every day.
right? Yeah.
I got this big old brain up here. I need to collect all the data.
Exactly. I think they say, like, we only use like 7% of our brain or some shit. That might be fake, and I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I think I heard that. Or maybe
Yeah.
I made that up.
And I just want to tap into the rest. No, I got to figure out how to fill the rest of it up with some info.
Hell yeah, especially like if you like you want to, if you want to be good at this, if you want to at anything, you got to fucking learn. You got to, research and get all the information you possibly can.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last question I have to ask, because this is for me. I don't care about anyone else, but like, what's the weirdest thing that request you've ever gotten?
To get on video chat with a guy and he wanted to drink his piss.
He wanted you to watch?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I guess it was his kink.
What kind of kink is that? That's all right. I'm down for any kinks, whatever you want to do. But why? See, I like the psychological part of everything, like why people do. Because I believe that, everything we do has to do with when we were kids. You know what I mean? Like, that's where we get everything. Whether it's our kinks or fucking what we're into or, anything.
Yeah, so I wonder, I don't think I got a clear answer from him. It's like he wanted to pee in a wine glass and drink it and then let it go through his system, and he repeated it like 4 times. He's peed in the toilet and scooped it out and drank it. I don't know.
That's so crazy. Yeah. Wonder why he wanted you to watch. Oh, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm just saying. No, these are things that I'm going to think about now.
And then they ignore calls, like if we're talking about phone sex, or ignore videos.
What's that?
So like on Sex Panther or Night Flirt or different phone companies, some guys will call you and pay you by the minute for you just to ignore them.
What?
So
Why?
I really wanted to explore, like, what is the reasoning behind this. So from Paislee's assumptions, I've concluded that some guys are just extremely shy, and they want to know that a pretty girl's on the other line, but they can't stand to hear her voice because maybe he's a virgin or he's just super shy. Some guys are into humiliation, so they can just be like pussy-free hand humpers, and you can just be sitting over there jerking on the other line while I'm doing something more important and not talking to you.
Wow.
And you can pay me for it.
That's amazing.
So those are probably like the two weirdest. Ugh, I got the hiccups now. Weirdest things.
Yeah, that's all right. That's amazing. That's the first I've heard of that. That's awesome. I love it. Oh, thank you for that one.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, all right. What? Oh yeah. What would you like? Because like I always put a link in the descriptions of everything. You know, what link would you? Because I mean, you got a bunch of stuff. Well, of course, can't put the adult stuff, but
I know people want to be like, well, what's your OnlyFans? Sorry, my phone's about to die. What's your OnlyFans or your mini-vids? I mean, you can just Google Paislee Haze and find that, but I'd rather you put my YouTube link.
YouTube. All right, Paislee Haze on YouTube. Links in description. Go check her out. And then you could go watch all of her videos. So she's got some great videos that you can watch. Find her Instagram, find all that shit, and Google Paislee Haze. That's what I love, because Paislee Haze is original as fuck. So all they got to do is Google you, and they find your shit. I love that.
For sure.
More people should do that. I mean, if you can, you know, whatever. All right. Thanks so much for doing this. It's been awesome.
Yes, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Everyone go check out Paislee Haze, and that's it. Thanks for doing this.
All right.
All right, take care. All right, that was Paislee Haze. Go check her out on what was it? YouTube, she said. Find all of her links and stuff, and also on her YouTube, she doesn't just do cam girl stuff. She talks a lot about cam girl stuff, but also, you know, other things too. I fucking had it up on my screen, but of course I closed it like an asshole, so now I can't tell you, but so you'll just have to go check it out. Go check out our YouTube, links in the description, and that's it. Tune in next week. We'll have someone else, or maybe it'll just be me fucking talking about guys drinking piss. I don't know. We'll have to see how that goes. All right, thanks for watching. Or listening. No motherfuckers be listening.